Just state your name and your major first.
So I'm Julian. They call me as J or JJ here, and I am a graduate. I'm taking my master's in prosthodontics at Indiana University School of Dentistry.
Do you consider yourself Filipino American or Filipino?
Well, to be honest, Filipino, I
Filipino.
would prefer. Yeah.
Then why do you consider yourself Filipino rather than Filipino American?
Because basically grew up in the Philippines and I moved here just for my studies, and I don't know what the future holds. I moved here 3 years ago, so it's still fresh. So I'm still in the adjustment period.
Interesting. Okay. And then, what part of the Philippines did you grow up?
So I'm from Binyan, Laguna. It's an hour away from Manila. So it's less polluted, less chaotic, but it's so much awesome there. There's a lot of things to do, and it's much cleaner.
And so, what made you choose to go to the United States for your studies?
Well, it started with a dream. So when I was in college, I have this vision that I am a prosthodontist. So that was etched into my mind. Then I got my degree, my dental degree, and I was working in Philippine Children's Medical Center. That's when I started to look for an opportunity abroad, and I've heard about the the program in Indiana School of Dentistry about prosthodontics. So I told myself, why not give it a shot? So I did. I applied. I sent all my applications, and I finally got the acceptance.
Was that the only place you applied to?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, Lord, if it's your will,
Uh-huh.
so I'm sure you you'll give it to me. So yeah, the acceptance came, and everything came into realization when I got my visa.
So you had that goal from the start,
Hmm.
and you made it,
Yep.
and you wanted to get yourself there, and you did.
Yeah,
And
I
you're here
mean,
now.
thinking back then, things seems too impossible to happen because financially I'm not able to afford it. I mean, studying here is really expensive. Living expenses is it's just too much too. But by the grace of God, He was able to provide for me. It's just amazing.
That really is. So, what is your luck by? Meaning, as in, how is your journey to here? Like,
Okay.
how
Yeah.
did you get here?
Well, so I got my visa.
Uh-huh.
So I flew from Manila to Indiana. I think it was August 1st, 2011. And while I was on board, I was kind of anxious because I don't know what to expect. I mean, coming from the Philippines, moving in
Was
the
it a
US by
difficult
myself.
transition?
Well, to be honest, it was not. I was worried when I mean, thinking of how am I gonna fix my apartment, where I'm gonna stay, who's gonna, no one, I was thinking, how am I gonna get to my hotel? Because I have to stay for 5 days because my apartment wasn't ready for me to move in. At that time, I was really worried. They told me it would take 3 weeks, but I kept on praying. My mom and I kept on praying. Then after 3 days, I got a call that I am able to move in after 3 days. So that was amazing. Staying in a hotel is really expensive. So, and also by the time I arrived here, somebody picked me up. That was
Somebody random, or?
no. I mean, so my professor who sponsored me told Tim, he's also a Filipino, together with Tita Celia, they picked me up at the airport and they helped me fix all the paperwork with the apartment, with also opening a bank account.
Oh, that's important.
And everything is just amazing. And yeah, with the adjustment, before I came here in the U.S., I was looking for a frisbee group and also a Filipino um, association or something. So I found out about in frisbee at IUPUI and also FSA. During that time, it was Zarnest, Catherine de la Cruz,
Electric.
uh, with Ryan Blythe. Ryan Blythe was the president at that time, and also um, I forgot Ashley. Ashley. So my first trip was with FSA. We went to Mammoth Cave, so that was really memorable. We went camping and we went to the.
Were you scared?
No, I was really. I'm an adventurous person, so I really loved it.
So you were looking forward to it?
Yeah. So with the adjustment, I mean, God provided the people to come into my life to help me adjust with how things are here in the U.S.
So FSA helped you make an easier transition
Yep.
with the cultural shock from the Philippines to here.
And also the frisbee group. So most of my close friends are from FSA and the frisbee group. And through the frisbee group, I found InterVarsity, which helped culminate my faith. And just, I mean, without my faith, I don't know where I am at right now. So.
Can you speak Tagalog or another
Oo
Filipino?
naman, siyempre. Hindi mawawala yun. Kasi, minsan, namimiss ko na yung magsalita ng Tagalog. Kasi, minsan ko lang makausap yung, mami ko, daddy ko, tsaka yung mga kapatid ko. Pero, si Choi, nagsasalita ng Tagalog. Kaya yun, minsan kinakausap siya ng Tagalog. Tsaka may Pilipino na nasa program din. So,
Madami ba?
isa lang.
Isa lang.
Tapos yung isang janitor, Filipino. Tapos yung professor ko, Filipino. So, nagtatagalog pa rin.
You need to teach us at FSA.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you want to teach us Tagalog? You can do it.
we could set up something, but
Okay.
I'm not a Filipino language teacher, so I don't really know the
That's okay.
technicalities about
A
it.
little bit will help us. So since you can speak Tagalog, what's your favorite Tagalog word?
Ayos means okay.
Okay.
Everything's okay.
And why ayos?
Ayos is like, I mean, it means that everything is good and life is good.
And then what do you miss most about the Philippines?
White sand beaches, food, my friends, warm weather, just the culture itself. I
What do you
mean,
think is the biggest difference between Filipino American culture and
there's a lot. I mean, parties. So when you say party, you would think there would be lots of food, but here in the U.S., when it's a party, it's just pizza with chips and cookies. So I remember back then I would eat a lot before I go to the party because I know what I'm going to expect.
so you would eat beforehand?
Beforehand, yeah.
Okay. Because at Filipino parties, you're so used to having
It's
so much
lechons,
food.
spaghetti with lots of different variants and rice.
So then, what's your favorite Filipino food?
It's really, I mean, crispy pata. So I always go to Rooks to,
You get that?
yeah, eat crispy pata. Yeah.
You don't know how to make crispy pata?
I do, but I don't know where to buy the ingredients.
Okay. So, you mentioned that the transition was a little difficult at first, and what was one of the difficult things?
Yeah, the accent. So the way we pronounce vowel sounds, like a, e, o, u. Here in America, it's a, e, I, o, u. So there was one time I was looking for where's the nearest bank. So I asked this person. I asked her. So I was like, "Where's the nearest bank?"
Bang.
Yeah, so she was like, "What? In the bank? Ooh, bank." So I was like, "Oh man,
Yes.
I really have a strong accent." So, and also, first few months I wouldn't even
Mhm.
talk.
Oh, you were scared to talk? Or?
Yeah, I feel awkward speaking
Mhm.
English. I don't know why, but that's just with the first couple of months. But I need to, I need to, I mean, improve myself.
Uh-huh.
So I started to approach people and just talk. And now some of my friends couldn't even shut my mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun.
And so, when you graduate, do you plan on staying here or going back to the Philippines?
I don't know yet. It depends on if it's God's will.
Mhm.
Just like what Manny Pacquiao said. I why do I box? I box because it's God's will. So I think if it's God's will for me to stay here, I would stay here. But we'll see.
And then, are you excited for the Manny Pacquiao fight?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was like it's been a long it's been a long negotiation. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, of course, Manny Pacquiao.
Do you doubt or no doubts at all?
No doubts at all.
Okay. I think that's it.
Salamat sa pagsubaybay. Paalam. Ayos.